We made it through the offseason, boys. Here we are again, the most wonderful time of the year. Another season of Blackhawks hockey is here, and this year something feels different. There's this buzz around the team, because for the first time in a long time, it actually feels like something real is starting to build in Chicago. This is it. The talk stops, and the games begin. So here are my final thoughts, before the puck drops, and it's time to perform. It's hard not to think about the past when you're talking about the future. Even though they'll no longer be wearing the Indian Chief logo, let's be real. You're all going to be keeping tabs on Kane and Toews this year. Don't even lie. It's wild to think we're entering year 3 without either of them on the team. Jonathan Toews has been through hell and back since 2021, battling chronic immune response syndrome, a condition that nearly ended his career. This wasn't just about rest or recovery. Toews went all in. Treatments, nutrition plans, meditation, even a 5-week detox in India. He's been transparent through it all, about the struggles, the herbal medicine, the mental grind of wondering if he'll ever play again. This past summer, Captain Serious made one thing very clear. There's no way a future Hall of Famer like Jonathan Toews is going out like that. After that emotional final home game in Chicago to close out the 2023 season, he spent the next 2 years away from the spotlight, rebuilding his health, his mindset, and his love for the game. And now, for the first time since stepping away, Toews feels ready, healthy enough, confident enough to lace them up again and chase one last run. His mission for 2026 is simple: help his hometown team in Winnipeg finally get over the hump. And honestly, I can already see the Bill Masterton trophy with his name on it. And then there's Patrick Kane. Still showtime. He might not be a Hawk anymore, but the flair, the hands, the swagger, it's all still there. After a slow start last season, Kane reminded everyone exactly who he is. That control, that patience with the puck, the ability to shift the entire momentum of the game in one play, that hasn't gone away. He's proving he's far from washed. The hockey world needs to see one last run of playoff Kane this spring, even if it's in Detroit. Yeah, that still doesn't feel right to say. Let's just hope USA Hockey doesn't make the same mistake twice, because leaving one of the clutchest players the game has ever seen off the Four Nations roster in favor of guys like Chris Kreider is absolutely wild to me. If there's any sense of justice, Kane will be back where he belongs, wearing the red, white, and blue when the Olympics roll around. And even though Kane and Toews have moved on, their legacy still lingers in Chicago. Their shadows still hang over this team. Not as ghosts haunting the rebuild, but as mentors watching from afar. So as the 2026 season begins, there's a question that looms over this new generation. Who's ready to pick up that torch and write the next chapter of Blackhawks history? If you've watched Frank Nazar play, you know, there's something there. That spark, that creative edge, that relentless drive that makes you sit up when he's on the ice. He's still adjusting to the NHL pace, but the flashes are impossible to ignore. He's got the speed that jumps off the screen, instincts that feel a step ahead of the play, and the kind of vision that makes line mates better instantly. Those are tools you can't teach, only refine. And when the Hawks signed him to a long-term deal this offseason, it said everything. Now it's about taking the next step, going from a promising young talent to a legitimate NHL difference maker. This year, Nazar's got the chance to be that guy who can turn potential into presence. You already know Connor Bedard's story. The hype, the pressure, the comparisons to those who came before him, and I'd say he's doing a pretty good job at living up to it. We've all seen it. The elite hands, the vision, the release that freezes defenders and goalies. But now, fans want the full breakout. More goals, consistency, moments that define games. And you can tell he wants it even more. The way he trains, the way he talks, the way he carries himself. Bedard knows the hockey world is watching. He wants that weight on his shoulders. He's not running from it. He's embracing it. What I think really makes this season so intriguing, more than anything, is how Bedard and Nazar might grow together. Two young centers, both creative, both fast, both capable of driving offense on their own. And if they find it, the right rhythm, the right combinations, this could be the start of something really special. Not just two young stars, a foundation, a core. Okay, let's not sugarcoat it. This team is still finding its identity. Spencer Knight gives them a real chance in net, and honestly, I believe he can be that guy. The defense, young, raw, but steadily improving. You can see the structure forming, the chemistry building. It's not perfect yet, but for a team in year 3 of a rebuild, this is exactly where you want to be, because that's the real story of the 2026 season. It's not about chasing a playoff spot or pretending they're one big move away. It's about growth, being competitive every single night, never backing down, and making sure that when teams see Chicago on the schedule, they know it's not going to be an easy night anymore. It's about watching these pieces start to fit, seeing who steps up when the lights are brightest, who finds their voice in the room, and who starts carrying the weight of the crest with pride again. Because the second that happens, the Blackhawks stop being a rebuild and start becoming something real again. So no, the cup isn't coming back just yet, but with Connor Bedard inching towards superstardom, Frank Nazar carving out his spot, and a fan base that's starting to believe again, yeah, that's something worth showing up for. This season isn't about looking back anymore. It's about watching the next chapter get written. One game, one moment, and always one goal at a time.